you get when you combine two childhood friends who have never grown up, have an unhealthy competitive streak, and always think they're the funniest people in the room? You get the Unfunniest Podcast!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, now, we call this the act of mating.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children.
Hey everybody, episode 20. We are recording live in the Casa de Miller backyard. We got Mike, myself, Jimmy. We're all here together. What'd you say, Jimmy?
Cut out.
That's off.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. We should be good.
We'll edit that part out.
Got
no audio.
You should be good. Our audio's going through there at least.
Okay.
All right. So episode 20, post-Lions game edition. 27-13 loss to the Green Bay Packers. We were here all witnessing the game. We're going to talk about a few things. We'll talk about some of the positives, all the negatives. Pizza that was involved. Shane decided to leave here early. Kirby almost bit Jimmy, and we'll go from there. But let's start. We'll start talking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
27-13 lost Lions. Very, very few positive things here. But, guys, what are your initial thoughts here?
Terrible game.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
Bad play calling. How many times are you going to give the ball to Gibbs before you can actually make something happen?
Well, that was part of the problem at the beginning of the game. I mean, so that's
my biggest complaint.
He had Gibbs had 7 straight plays to him to start the game off. So you could tell. I agreed with the initial defer to the second half, put the defense out because this is what we talked about prior to the game. Is all you heard about was practice. Okay, well, again, practice to me. Obviously, you need practice, but for anybody that was in the media, anybody that was at Allen Park at training camp that thought they were going to analyze practice as a gauge for the season, this shows you exactly what I was talking about. There's no gauge there's no competition level that can be replicated.
Well, there's no cleverness either.
I mean,
play calling.
So
it's terrible.
The very first drive of the game,
I'm pissed off.
You could tell.
I was pissed off all night, all day, I should say.
The very first drive of the game, you could see exactly how the trend was going to go based off of that first drive.
Yeah.
Jordan Love picked apart the Lions secondary. And why did he pick apart the Lions secondary? Because they had 0 pass rush. Aiden Hutchinson, for everything we heard about Aiden Hutchinson, that they aided the Hutch rules, whatever it was, this offseason in training camp. Yeah. There was nothing. He was ineffective at best. He looked like he had been out for a year. This is what I thought, and I think a lot of people thought the same thing. He was not going to come in and have that big of an effect.
It's going to take him 3 games, 4 maybe,
minimum.
To get back.
Yeah.
So, well, so again, he comes in. Jordan Love picks them apart. They immediately go down the field. They go up 7-0. Lions get the ball back. They effectively go 3 and out. 3 straight plays to Gibbs. Gone. Punt. They come down, do the Packers, kick a field goal. It's 10-0. Lions get the ball back, 1 first down, and 3 and out after that. And you could see, again, not to repeat myself, but that the trend and the way that the game was going to go based off those first 3 or 4 series. And Lions looked listless. They looked unprepared. They looked outcoached. I think Dan Campbell deserves a lot of blame in this. I don't think that he had the team prepared.
Yes.
They look good.
Yeah, so you look at the stats. Jordan Love, 16-22, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. It doesn't really blow you away. Total is 78 yards rushing for Green Bay. If you had said that they were only going to come in and get 250 yards of total offense, I think you'd been initially saying the Lions defense would probably have done pretty good if that's all they would have gotten.
Right.
But, you look at Detroit, Goff, 31-39, 225, 1 touchdown, 1 sack, but that touchdown was kind of late, but only 46 yards rushing.
Yeah, it was a minute left.
Yeah, I mean, Tesla got his first touchdown, but Goff didn't look himself. The Lions offense didn't look themselves. I think it's going to take some time if you really have to evaluate. I've always been a big proponent when you look at everything in the first drive. whether it be the offense, defense, whatever. The first drive really is never a true testament of what's going to happen. You normally think all those plays are scripted. Most of those have been practiced for the entire offseason. But this case, I think it just told the story the entire game.
Well, the other thing too is that going back to the play itself, but then the stupid penalties. That first drive where what's his name ripped the helmet off of the Green Bay wide receiver and threw the helmet to the sideline. How stupid can you be? I mean, listen. Okay, I like Dan Campbell, but I also think that Dan sometimes does have a little bit of an issue. Everybody thinks that he rattles everybody's chains and cages and everything else. This is those type of stupid penalties is what we saw last year, even in that playoff game. Not only they look unprepared, they look undisciplined. So once again, you come right back out the first game of the season. They look unprepared and stupid plays like that. They look undisciplined. Shut your mouths. Go back to the huddle. And this is the one thing that Jim and Romo brought up, that in the offseason the NFL talked about they were going to cut down on the taunting. So right off the bat, you could see they got a taunting penalty first. The Packers did actually against the Lions. They got a taunting penalty right off the bat in the first quarter. So these players are going to have to get used to this. They're going to have to stop the trash talking. Shut your mouths.
Yes.
Stop getting up
Yes.
after you make a first down. Act like you're an NFL player and get your back in the stupid huddle.
Get back to what you said you were going to do. This team is all about grit. Grit.
Penalty-wise, Lions had 7 penalties for 40 yards. The Packers had 4 penalties for 40 yards. So even up when it comes to that, but I think the timeliness of those penalties, one of them was only a 5-yard penalty on a holding call on the interception that was returned for a touchdown right off the line.
So
that 5 yards was a huge play.
Yeah, so that when the Lions punted, I wouldn't say they pinned the Packers back, but they got them down to the 18-yard line. There was a false start play, penalty on them. They had to punt the ball again. It was a 35-yard difference. The Packers got the ball at midfield. So at that point, again, you're talking about undisciplined, not playing, Jim just said, Lions football.
Yes.
Okay. But I would say, again, it's basically, okay, listen, it's game one. It's the start of the season. I don't know that you should put too terribly much into this. But if you're a Packers fan, you can certainly take a lot more out of this and on the positive as opposed to the negative. The Lions obviously are negative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hang on a second here. All right, let's get off the subject for a second. Kathy, Charlotte, get in here.
Guys saying hi?
Hi.
Come say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Come say hi.
Hi.
Show
Oh,
your
you're like
faces.
on the radio.
Yes.
Or on the-
Charlotte, come say hi.
Yeah. I just got done daydreaming.
That's okay. All right.
So Charlotte and Kathy, this is the voice behind me of the Mike Rant of the week.
That's right.
The tall one.
Just ruined it for
Can you give us a
everybody.
live read right now?
No.
Mike's rant of the week.
No.
All right, fine.
What's your line, Charlotte?
Yeah,
Charlotte's the voiceover for the introduction. So
That's right.
we're getting to meet the whole family tonight.
Yes.
All
right.
Sure. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Go ahead. Yeah.
What do you get when you combine 2 childhood friends who have never grown up, who have an unhealthy competitive streak, and I think they're the funniest people in the room? You get the funniest podcast.
There you
Oh,
go.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
That was great.
That
That
was
was
That
like
was
the
sharp.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I know.
That's pretty
That
good.
was
That is
spectacular.
memorization
Let's say
skills.
goodnight because we're going to go do a snack.
Say goodnight to everybody.
Good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
Run out of daylight,
Love
too.
y'all.
Yep.
Good
All
night.
right.
Sorry.
So
Want to pull you guys in.
all that being said, everything happened. The
Well, hold
important thing.
Hold on. Let me. I want to say one more thing too.
Sure.
So I feel like I'm picking on Dan Campbell. Dan Gamble.
That's a good name for him.
All right, well,
Yep.
it is. But at the end of the first half, the bad clock management. They had the Packers pinned back behind the 20-yard line. It was 3rd down and 5. Campbell, with 58 seconds left, did not decide to call a timeout. They stopped them on the next play. Then he calls a timeout with 21 seconds left. The Packers punt. Lions get the ball. 5 seconds left on their own 20. Useless. Again, this is going back to almost a couple of years ago where Campbell, he had problems managing the clock.
Yeah.
And this is another example. Again, it's game one. Things will get fixed. I have full faith that they're going to fix things. But it's a little concerning. This is basically 2 games in a row. You get the playoff game, and now this game, where they come out flat, they come out listless, they look undisciplined, they look unprepared. The play calling, the list goes on and on and on.
Jimmy, you mentioned it too.
They look lost today.
Yeah, typically in the past, the last couple of years of the Lions under Ben Johnson and everything else, you have a slow start, but you would have this rush. You'd have this all of a sudden explosion of 3 touchdowns right away. We didn't have that today. You talk about disjointed, you talk about whatever the case is. They just weren't there. No. They weren't ready to play. Something was off today.
So golf was off. I'm on St. Brown. I mean, they didn't even target him until the second quarter.
That first interception, he telegraphed his pass. He was staring down St. Brown, and the Packer defender read the route and jumped it. Yeah. So some of these stats are pretty indicative, right? Like Mark said, 31 of 39 was Goff for 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Okay, let's look at Gibbs. Okay, he had 9 carries for 19 yards. He got the first 7 plays of the game. This is a game total. 9 carries, 19 yards. His receiving yards, 10 for 31. So what does that tell you? The Packers were focused on Gibbs. They were keying on Gibbs. Yeah. So but the Lions didn't make any second half adjustments though. No. It's almost like they kept going back to Gibbs.
That's what I kept saying. I'm like,
why do they keep going to Gibbs?
They're going to go in the locker room. That's probably one of the best things Campbell does.
David Montgomery, okay, obviously coming back from injury. We all know what happened at the end of the year last year. But here again, 11 carries, 25 yards, 4 receptions, 18 yards. I mean, this offense was listless. Mm-hmm. I get it. Everybody's been talking about, okay, new coordinators, both offensive and defensive. It's going to take some time. I think we're beating a dead horse here. We keep talking about it's game one. They're going to make adjustments. But it is concerning because it's 2 games in a row. And this team almost seems like they feel they're going to walk onto the field and they're going to dictate the play. That's not going to happen. No. They're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. No. This team is on everybody's radar. They're 35-3 in the last three years in the NFC North. Okay, they're not sneaking up on anybody. They're not going to walk into a stadium and go, "Hey, we're the Detroit Lions. Get out of our way." Yeah. Sorry, it's not happening.
And defensive side of the ball, Aiden Hutchinson, I think they were double teaming him most of the game. They pretty much took him out of the game. No tackles, no sacks, anything there. Leading the way for the Lions, Jack Campbell with 9 tackles, Derek Barnes with 6, Terrion Arnold with 6. Big piece there. Now, tackles for loss. Barnes had a tackle for loss. Brian Branch had a tackle for loss. It's only 2 times that they tackled the Packers behind the line.
Like you said, they were outcoached today, period.
Well, okay, so Hutch, no pressures, no tackles, no sacks, 1 quarterback hit. Yeah. 1 quarterback hit. That's it. I don't want to harp on him. He's been out for a year. It's going to take him some time to get back into it. But I think the expectations, not justified, the expectations coming out of training camp were watch out for Hutch, watch out for the defense. This defense needs a lot of work. They have a new coordinator. They're healthier. They're getting healthier. They're going to be back. The offense clearly needs a lot of work. But we saw the same thing last year, right? I mean, the first couple of games, they spit and sputtered. Mm-hmm. So it's not the end of the world. It's game one. I think they'll make some adjustments. The Packers clearly have some momentum. The Micah Parsons trade, the signing of Micah Parsons, woo! Dude, he only had 1 sack. He had plenty of pressures. He was getting in the backfield. That is a difference maker. Yeah. That is what a top-notch Pro Bowl.
Where are you at Holmes on that one? Come on, buddy.
Wow.
I don't think number one. I don't think there's any way he was going to come to Detroit. And after the way Lions embarrassed him.
Honestly, I thought he wanted to.
Coming to Detroit?
To be honest with you.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty. Listen, so Philadelphia made a play for him.
Could be wrong.
So they were talking about this on the ticket the other day, which I thought was a really great point. You look at the Super Bowl champions, who don't have a lot of cap space, who don't have a lot of money to spend per se, but they made a play. If they weren't going to get, they probably weren't going to get them anyways.
They're all in.
Exactly.
That's where Detroit needs to be.
And then
Come on, Holmes.
Come on, Holmes. But then you've got Dan Campbell talking on
Give
the
us a
radio.
Super Bowl. Give us a
Well,
parade.
he's talking about we're good. We're good. We've got this guy. We've got that guy. We've got this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this game, for the 1 millionth time, game one, adjustments will be made. But him saying we're good, this game shows. That's tough to say.
I think the whole discussion with Holmes about, and I think nobody really knew. You have it, you practice whatever, but you don't really know what you truly got until after those couple of games, after the first game or so. Right. I think you're going to make some adjustments. I think your gut, to me, something you may need to look at something on those three interior linemen, the two guards in the center. I just don't think Graham Glasgow is going to be the answer for them at center. I think this is a stopgap. I think they need to have somebody else there. I don't think Tate Rutledge is the one that's really going to move. Card is his position. You don't draft a guy as high as they did with him and then say, by the way, change positions and move over to center, position you only played a handful of times in your career. You're going to look at see different things there, but it's going to be tough, Nick. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night's game, actually, between Minnesota and the Bears. Yeah, because to me, I really want to see what they did and what they kind of worked through, what you're going to see with Caleb Williams and how things are going to change. Because you hear a lot of bickering that's gone out in the Bears camp this fall. Yeah. And the same thing, what's J.J. McCarthy really going to do? He hasn't done anything. He was coming off an injury last year.
Yep.
And how is it going to change? How things are going to be different? I mean, right now I have to say the Packers are probably the favorites in the Central Division, the North Division.
I hope not.
But I'm really curious to see, because obviously that's who the Lions are going to play at home next week against their home openers. They're going to have the Bears coming into town.
The Bears.
Yep, the Bears.
Ford Field will be ready.
Yeah,
it'll be
raucous. Down by the river.
I mean, some other action, some later games. I mean, the big thing: the Colts totally destroy the Dolphins, 33-8. How soon until the Dolphins make a change and Mike McDaniel's out at head coach?
Head coach.
Yeah,
he's
that's a tough one.
Well, listen, I mean that almost seemed like it was the greatest show on turf for a few years there, but that has started to run its course. The Niners have just ended their game against the Seahawks in Seattle. They win 17-13.
Yeah, Stan the Man was talking about his fantasy team of Christian McCaffrey, CMC. He's still proud member of the CMC fan club.
Got a great game on tonight at 8:20 on NBC. The Baltimore Ravens are at the Bills, which I believe this is the last year for old Highmark Stadium.
Yep.
As the Bills will be moving into their new stadium next year. We all know about.
Still not a dome.
It's phenomenal.
It's still not a dome.
If you watch the videos on the construction of that,
it's amazing.
It's
so. Here,
awesome.
The technology that they have now, they talk about, this is in Buffalo, where we're talking about windstorms coming off of Lake Erie. I was looking at a video of Josh Allen. He was talking to some of the engineers and the construction architectures. Yeah, architectures. Shoot his priest.
We jokingly spent the night there.
Yeah, well, listen, no, he talked about, they were telling him that they have done tests at that stadium already where there were 35 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts outside the stadium, and there was zero wind inside the stadium.
Yeah.
So whatever they've done architecturally, I finally got it right.
Yes.
To design that stadium is amazing.
They have the heat lamps, so literally no snow.
But here's the thing, though. The reason you have an outdoor stadium in Buffalo...
It'll melt within minutes.
The reason you have an outdoor stadium in Buffalo is because you want elements. You want that home field advantage. And you're taking all that away with the changes in the stadium and everything you're going to have.
Well, you're still going to have the snow. Listen, you're not going to stop the snow necessarily from coming down.
But
you will have.
All right. So last time they had over a foot of snow, you had to have all the fans come in and shovel it.
That's
out
every time.
Yeah.
You know, they get paid like $5 an hour. They don't get a ticket to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but
at
the same time, well, the game got delayed.
All right.
So-
So the
All
other
right,
Anyways,
hold on.
let's move on.
The elephant in the room
All
is
right,
my.
I got to say something real quick here. It's
Go
pretty
ahead.
cool that we're all
together.
Yeah,
We're the three
I'm,
best
Don't
friends.
touch me.
I'm seeing kind of seeing how you guys operate.
Okay, listen.
So-
The Browns, in typical Browns fashion, lose 17-16 to the Bungles. The Browns' new kicker,
Trying
who
to
he
read
missed.
Mike's screen here.
Hold on, he missed an extra point. He missed 2 field goals in the second half.
Jimmy.
Why are we clapping?
Jimmy, you're going to be a
Idiots.
kicker.
Oh, all right. Give me
Burrow
a couple
looked
points.
pretty sharp. Somewhat sharp. 14-23, 1 touchdown. Flacco was 31-45, 1 TD and 2 interceptions. Now, both those
290.
interceptions, huh?
290 passing yards.
290 passing yards. 31-45, 290 passing yards. The 2 interceptions were deflections off Brown's receivers' hands.
Yeah.
And again, they missed an extra point, which clearly, if he would have made that, it would have probably sent it to overtime. But he also missed 2 field goals
Yes.
in that game.
Yep.
So Broadway Joe Flacco,
Good job, Flacco.
Joe Burrow. So yes,
All
the
right.
Browns go down. Yeah, go ahead.
Shador watch. That's all we're going to
Shador
say.
watch.
Shador
Yeah,
watch
I already saw those
each week.
comments coming.
One of the other things, have you heard from the Stunyas today?
No,
And I
No,
may not
Probably
pick up,
should.
not
no,
going to
but
pick
I,
up the
you know
phone.
what? I am going to text her. My great aunt and our great aunt Ann.
That's right.
Seeing Aaron Rodgers, that first half looked like they didn't know what side of the football to throw with. They looked discombobulated, everything else. And Arthur Smith, the new offensive coordinator there, really for the Steelers to put up 34 points. I mean, that's a big thing there.
That's a huge number for the Steelers.
Yeah, that's
so
What did Rodgers do?
Aaron Rodgers was
That's
22
crazy.
of 30, 244 yards,
Four
four touchdowns,
Jeez.
no interceptions,
Uh,
and basically led them back to win that game.
Yeah.
That was a 60-yard field goal by what's his name, their kicker,
Tomlin lit a fire under his
Chris
ass.
Boswell.
Oh.
He was 2 of 2 with a 60-yard field goal to win that game, I believe, with 45 seconds left.
Yeah.
So the Aaron Rodgers regime and era in Pittsburgh, home of the Stunyas, starts out pretty well for them. So
Yeah.
we'll see how
Nice
that
start.
goes.
Talk about another game. Commanders pretty sound win, 21-6 over the Giants.
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit of that game. Jaden Daniels looked like he was. I mean, he didn't do anything. It didn't look like anything special at first, but at the same time, he just managed the game well and was doing. I think you bring the stats up. I don't think anything was crazy with what he did.
No, he was pretty good. He looked like he was kind of picking up from where he left off last year. Same thing. Game 1, a little bit of jitters. I watched a couple plays from that game, not too much, but he once again he reads the first. Now he's a sophomore, so we'll see if he has a sophomore slump. But I don't think so. I mean,
Still
he's reading the field
223.
well. He escaped pressure. 19 of 30, 233 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Did take 3 sacks. Had a quarterback rating of, QBR 55.6, rating 98.3, so not too bad.
No.
Some of the other surprising. Baker Mayfield
Oh yeah, how'd he
the
do?
surprise. He led them down the field in the end of the game to bring them back to win. Here we go. 23-20 for the final there, where the Bucs went into Atlanta and beat the Falcons. Michael Penix.
I was gonna say
Penix.
Yeah, Penix was the starter. Penix.
Michael
played
Penix
the entire game.
Jr., 27 of 42, 298 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Baker Mayfield was 17 of 32, 167, 3 touchdowns. Not a lot of yards, but 3 touchdowns. No interceptions.
You notice something, all these quarterbacks, I haven't really seen the 300-400 yard passing games that we've seen in the past.
Well, you're going to get that from Josh Allen. You're going to get that from Mahomes.
And Lamar.
Yeah,
You're going to get that from
that's
Lamar.
what the Lions tried to get out of Gibbs today. That didn't work.
Yeah, clearly that did not work at all.
No.
In games earlier this week, Eagles took care of the Cowboys, which surprised me, 24-20. Cowboys were in that game. I honestly turned it off once the lightning storm hit because I didn't want to sit there and wait any longer.
Get into that.
And then the Chargers beat the Chiefs Friday night from there. And
Matt Stafford.
Oh boy, here we go.
There's Jim's buddy.
Here's my boy.
Rams over the Texans 14-9. Stafford 21-29, 245, 1 touchdown. That was also he surpassed 60,000 yards passing.
That's a good night.
Which is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Now, it's not all in one night, 60,000 yards, but yes.
No. I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a good night, yes.
So I mean, NFL action, I think it's to me, it's losing that week 1 is losing a little luster only because of the nobody playing in preseason. This is, to me, like the second, third week of preseason. I think you're going to see some changes. Go ahead.
Let me ask you guys a quick question.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right. So, Stafford Goff trade. Didn't like it. Stafford, my guy. Goff came in. I didn't like him. He grew on me. Would you take Stafford back?
Over Goff?
Yeah.
Oh, I would. In a heartbeat. I would in a
just
heartbeat.
throwing it out.
Sorry. I know there's so many Stafford haters. There's Stafford haters everywhere out there, but I'm telling you right now, if you pinned me down and said Goff or Stafford, I know there's a lot of risk with Stafford. I'd take Stafford back. I'm sorry, he's a gunslinger. I think he's a game changer. Not that Goff isn't. I like Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a good game manager. He doesn't make many mistakes, except of course for in the playoff game last year.
Miller?
But he's going to be the opposite.
The only reason I'm going to be the opposite is age. And this is probably going to be Stafford's last year.
It is. Yeah.
You're
right.
So we're kind of just doing the recap of the weekends as well. So now let's talk a little college football.
Yeah.
Michigan, Bryce Underwood looked like a true freshman, which he is. But I was listening to Caputo on the air, and Caputo's comment was, "Are they really true freshmen when they're making $3 million a year?"
No.
I mean,
let's not forget he's an 18 or 19-year-old kid that is making that kind of money and now has that kind of pressure. So this is not to go off into a crazy rant
at that point.
Well, I mean, not to go off into a crazy college about crazy rant about college, but
what does everybody say to put in their 401k? $1 million, $1.5 million? He's making that retire
4 games.
$5 million.
Yes. Yeah. $5 million. All right.
So that was, I think it was a good test. I'm glad to see they're playing somebody. Michigan State beat Boston College in double overtime. That actually was a pretty exciting game. Ohio
2-point conversion.
Ohio State playing Grambling 70-0.
That was a community college game.
I don't, and here's the shocker. And I thought when it said OKS or whatever, when Oregon's game, I'm like, there's no way that they played Oklahoma State. They had to have played somebody other than Oklahoma State. Do you see the game? Do you see the score of that game?
Which one?
Oregon, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
It was the real. It was the real Oklahoma State.
Wow. Listen, Gundy must not have shaved the mullet or something. I have no idea.
69-3.
69-3. Yeah, you don't see that too often from Oklahoma State.
Penn State, the biggest. I don't know how they're high as they are. They beat FIU.
In the upset of the weekend, South Florida, USF, goes into Gainesville and takes down number 13 Florida 18-16 on a last-second 20-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That was pretty surprising. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Wait till the ambulance start.
Wait till the what?
This is the ambulance row.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for ambulance.
Other top 20,
I need a tourniquet.
Other top 25 action, really. LSU beat Louisiana, Monroe, whoever it was. Georgia beat Austin P, greatest chant in the world.
Austin P.
Let's go P. Let's go P. Miami took care of Bethune-Cookman. Texas beat San Jose State. I think that was it. You needed that game for Manning, really, from what he got there. Illinois beating up on Duke. Arizona losing to Mississippi State. Like you said, Florida State, by the way, 77 points. Castellanos doing a tremendous job as a quarterback for them. So absolutely. I think it's kind of incredible there. Week 1 action, just so for everyone's information, we're going to be now recording twice a week. We're going to do a post game either Mondays or Sundays, depending when the Lions play. And as you can see, it's getting a little dark here. So
dark out here.
So we appreciate you guys listening in. Our
Yeah,
son,
Miller's definitely pushing the limits here with
I am.
this. With
Yeah.
this, yeah.
We
I
need
asked
a
him if
fire.
they're. Well, hold on. This is going to be our.
All right, let's get a little. Go ahead.
No, this will be our amateur.
Oh, there we go.
It's a good thing to add some light to it. But
I can help.
we're
with
gonna
that.
do twice a week. These are gonna be the recaps, and then we're gonna do the upcoming for the weekend. And I think that's when Mike's gonna do his rants. Are gonna do those on Thursdays when we have a little more time.
There, now we
in our
got
regular
plenty of light.
studios.
Look at that. Look at this. Now this is called amateur hour when it
There we
comes
go.
to.
That
There
is.
we go.
This is great.
It
It's
is.
going to
We're
happen
looking
all
good.
week.
So, that being said, Mike, it's been a good full week. So I think we do need to hear.
Oh God, do I have to? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, what's really on your mind? I mean, Kathy won't do it here,
I
but
tried. I
You did.
I
You did. So
Would you try?
let's try.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Mike's Rant of the Week. And now, here is Mike with his rant.
Go ahead.
You're way off in the distance. That's what. You're like on the other side of the earth. You're on the port side of the film.
All right, you got it.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's
All
go,
right.
Mike.
My
What do you
rant
got?
of the week this
Oh,
week
jeez.
is this is going to be similar to what I had a rant of earlier in the podcast where I talked about people and having food delivered to their homes or ordering food online, picking up at the store, whatever, right? So all you hear about is people talking about, well, I order online and I'm saving time, I'm saving money on fuel, I'm saving this, it's better for the environment. All right, well, here, wrong. It's not saving the environment. So I did a little
Neighbors are gonna be mad at me
research,
tonight.
huh?
Neighbors gonna be
Yeah, the
mad.
neighbors are
No,
probably
just keep
no.
going.
So I did a little research, right? Use the old AI here, just talking about how much. So when you order from Amazon or any other online place because you're too lazy to get out into your car and go actually pick something up. Yeah, I know he's raising his hand. Listen, I do it on occasion too, but I still like getting in my car, going places, and actually buying things at a store. So the amount of brown packages that end up on your doorstep and then probably to the best efforts of most, they try to recycle, but they don't recycle. So I did a little research as to see exactly how much cardboard is going into landfill. So a specific total amount of landfill waste attributed to online ordering. Again, this is the Google search, right? Is not readily available as the waste comes from multiple sources and studies using different metrics. Online ordering increases landfill waste primarily through excessive packaging and the high rate of return products, which retailers often find cheaper to throw away than to process. So this is pretty interesting too. Return products, this is from 2022. Retailers sent over 9.5 billion pounds of returned online products straight to landfills in the U.S. alone. The high rate of returns for online purchases is a major contributor to this waste. High online return rate. I found this very interesting. Online purchases have a significantly higher return rate, up to 30%, compared to in-store purchases, which is only around 5 to 9%. Clearly, that is probably surrounded around clothing.
I don't know
shoes.
what size I am.
I
I'm
don't
gonna order a
exactly.
couple of
So
sizes.
you have to order 5 different times to get the right size 12 shoe, and you're bringing in 12 different boxes. I'm not much of an environmentalist, but geez, for the love of Pete, we all have to do our part, right? So we should be doing our part. But when you're ordering 12 pairs of shoes,
Babies are sleeping.
oh, sorry. Martha, do you hear that over there? There's some guy yelling into a microphone on a computer. So, yes,
Where's Hoppy when we need him?
there were exactly. Online shopping generates significantly more packaging waste than traditional retail, 4.8 times more packaging. Plastic waste. The e-commerce industry used an estimated 3.88 billion pounds of plastic packaging in 2022, and that number is projected to increase. So, at the end of the day, my rant is about, I understand everybody likes ordering online. It's like Christmas every day when something shows up at your home. But at the same time, if you're going to be ordering 12 pairs of shoes or 15 dresses at one time, perhaps you might want to go to a store, try something on, save the environment, save the packages, and buy it while you're there. There you go. That's my brick and mortar retail promotional day of the week.
Is he an environmentalist now?
No,
I
might be going
Man,
that
that's
way.
a tough one.
I think that's tough.
That's a tough one.
That's a
we're going to
tough
talk
one,
about
I don't
food
know.
here one of
We gotta
these
talk
on one of these
about that off
podcasts,
air.
and you'll really see me.
Yeah.
I've
So-
become a food connoisseur.
So, as I mentioned,
I hate shopping online, to be honest with you.
we're 35 minutes in.
Look at the glow coming off of us.
Yes.
We are.
From the
Look at
amateur lighting.
Look
This
at
is
these,
spectacular.
Look at these three ugly dudes.
I know. This is awesome. So, once again, keeping it short, 35 minutes this week. Which
Yeah, we
is,
wanted to do the Lions
Yeah.
recap, which is what we did.
Yes.
I think this is good for Jim because he was able to vent a little bit. Because if you
dude,
guys were all here
yeah.
and you saw how Jim was for the
I'm
last, what time did we get here? 4:25.
Yes.
The Jim was here a little bit earlier than that. I walked in, I could feel the tension in the air. We sat down. Mr. Miller was here. He kind of always lends a little bit of a calming effect.
Yep. I'm
But
gonna go home and try to calm down.
Well, again, from the opening kickoff, you could kind of feel the way that game was going to go.
yes.
There was a tone
I-
set
oh,
by the Packers, almost as if the Packers said, "You know what, Lions?
Listen.
You've ruled the roost for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
We're the new kids in town." That's actually. Did you hear that at the end of that game? The
Yeah.
Packers have the youngest roster by age, average age in the league right now.
Mhm.
Yep.
So they are going to be a formidable foe for quite some time.
Yeah.
But I think this was the Packers coming in and saying, "We're here. We're not going to let you run all
Deal
over us
with it.
anymore. You're not going to be us." That would have been the fourth win in a. If the Lions
Yeah.
would have won today, that would have been the fourth win in the row
there was-
at
Lambeau.
Lambeau.
Yeah.
So
There
that
was-
wasn't good. I didn't listen. That was part of it. I think that was part of the reason.
There
I
was a
kinda-
part of me that wanted to get on that sideline and coach that team.
Oh my
and just
God.
say, "Let's go!"
Yeah, exactly.
Like seriously. Like
So-
I'm like, "Come on, Campbell."
Listen,
I have a ton of faith in him.
to end this, though, I think we all probably agree. Again, if you take a step back and you look at it, it's
Yeah.
game one. It's
Yes.
week one. Dan Campbell and the staff will make adjustments.
Yeah.
They will be better.
They will.
They've got a big test against the Bears. I'm really anxious to watch that Bears Vikings game tomorrow night.
Yes.
But yeah. So again,
Well,
I think
Campbell will be pumped up.
we were able
against
to
Johnson.
allow Jim to vent.
Yes.
He got some of that frustration out. There was some colorful language that was used
No, I
after
didn't-
Stan left.
I
Thank
didn't
God.
swear- I didn't swear tonight.
Well, listen, not on the podcast, but
No, that's
off
my
air.
job.
Off air,
Oh,
there was
off
plenty.
air, yeah.
As
That's
soon
my
as
job.
Mr. Miller left, you're like, all
Yeah.
right, you know what?
Please,
Yeah,
Miller's
I
gone.
was- yeah, I want to
Yeah,
be
bleep, bleep, bleep.
respectful, Mr. Miller.
So, yeah, it's an abbreviated podcast, but listen, as we always beg you guys to do, like us, follow us,
Yes.
promote us.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. My friends in Ohio and my Browns compadres are of course going to be like, well, you didn't talk much about the Browns. Well,
It
unfortunately,
wasn't on TV.
it's not up. It's not on TV here in Detroit. They had Washington and the Giants, which I understand NFC. I wish they would have had the Bengals and the Browns on.
I
but they
was
didn't.
able to watch it for the 30-minute trial they gave me on YouTube
NFL
TV.
Network?
No, for the NFL Pass.
What was
They
it?
only give you 30 minutes from a game.
So
Yeah.
you watched the Browns and Bengals?
For 25, 30
Well,
minutes.
thanks
yeah,
for
that was
inviting
it.
me over early to
Well,
watch
yeah,
that.
whatever. You were there. But,
Yeah.
all right, let's talk about what's our plans for the week. Jimmy, I know. What do you got?
I got nothing. You ask me everything. It's my go.
Got nothing.
It's my
This
answer
is,
every week.
Oh, wait.
I don't
You
know.
know what? Jimmy,
Hang on.
there's an official correction, Jimmy, that you need to make for the
Oh.
podcast.
Oh, yes.
Jimmy was wrong, and
Oh
when
my
we're wrong,
goodness.
we will admit
Oh
it.
my goodness. So
Yes.
Were you
Miller
wrong
talked about my daughter
First day of
Lexi.
school.
Oh,
First day of school.
Jimmy
and,
said it was another week.
and
till
I said
Lexi's
on
first
Tuesday
day.
after Labor Day. Well,
Oh.
no, it was Tuesday. It was the next day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
oh,
Father of the
boy.
year, but official correction.
Dumbass.
Oh, and we've had our first
There we
three-letter
go.
word.
See, now you made me swear.
All right,
Yeah.
Mike, what are you up to this week?
This is probably week number 5 of what I refer to as Hell on Earth Week, where it is full bore winterization season. I'm sure there's people that are probably going to listen to this and go, "Well, you didn't call me back very fast." My phone does not stop. My texts do not stop. Believe me, I love every single penny and every dollar, every order that comes my way. But unfortunately,
I do
I
too.
feel like I need a secretary.
You
actually-
need an intern.
So to tease, of course, we're going to do another, I believe, on Thursday.
Yeah.
But probably next Sunday, going to have a pretty cool announcement. That'll be I can't even tell you guys.
Oh wow,
it's going to be pretty
Secret.
neat. There's some things that's coming along in our industry, and some things that are going to be pretty neat that you guys will find pretty cool.
Awesome.
As well. So I'm going to tease that to everybody.
That's awesome.
And, So, real quick back to my diatribe about my week. Yeah, I continue to ship shrink wrap and antifreeze. You know what, you guys? I think I might be becoming an environmentalist.
Yeah,
I'm selling
you
this.
are.
Listen, I'm selling this
I'm
biodegradable shrink wrap like it's going out of style. I cannot believe, to pleasantly surprise,
Oh boy,
how many
Must have a
dealers
good
are
margin.
actually.
Yes.
I should say,
very
within
not.
reason.
We don't like to talk about
What?
that.
Well, hold on. No, within reason, how many of my accounts are actually buying and switching to biodegradable shrink wrap, which is pretty cool. So not only do I not endorse buying online because it's all of the cardboard that goes to the landfills, the biodegradable shrink wrap can go into a landfill. I think I told you guys this before, didn't I?
Something like that.
Yes.
So,
All right, can I ask you?
hold on. Let me
all right,
finish
you
my point.
Go ahead, and then I have a
It
question.
goes into a landfill,
Yes.
which is crazy to say, but as soon as it does and the oxygen supply is cut off from this shrink wrap, BioAqualife is what it's called. I know I'm giving a plug, I'm not getting paid for it, but nonetheless. And it decomposes within 3 years. So, to my very pleasant surprise, the amount of dealers, relatively speaking, that have decided to switch it, because it is more expensive, but if you break it down per boat, it's really not that much more. But we are doing some pretty good things with this new biodegradable shrink wrap. So we're going to continue that trend. We're going to be in St. Clair, actually, next Friday and Saturday. That's going to be they call it the Frostbite event. There's going to be some boats going up there. Romo's going to bring up his new boat, which is going to be pretty cool. So, yeah, that's our week. I'm getting dry mouth from talking too much.
Yeah, you have been talking.
Mark,
So
your week is encompassing what?
I just want to say, I was going to hang out with that.
Make fun of us.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are terrible. Whatever.
Absolutely.
We can take corrective criticism.
Thanks, guys,
Later.
so much. Have a good